Hope you guys are doing well. My name is EQ and welcome to another episode of Stonkaholics. This episode we're going to be going over WinkLink or WIN. This project has massive potential for the smart contract world. It's on the Tron network, so it's a TRC20 token. It is an oracle on that network, so it brings life to smart contracts. Without oracles, we don't have smart contracts. Before we get into this video, if you could take a second to subscribe to the channel, throw a like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. And let's jump into this oracle video. Let's hope I don't wake my girlfriend up on this one, but we got to get you the exciting stuff real fast. So we got WinkLink or WIN ranked 155 right now, going for under 1 cent at 0.001. We're currently up on the 24-hour chart by 2.58, sitting at a market cap of 392. You can see Wink is an infinite coin and it has a circulating supply currently of 313.6 billion. If you are not familiar with the project, this is an oracle on the Tron network, which means that this is what essentially gives smart contracts their value. Without oracles, smart contracts are nothing, because the oracle is what is going to be retrieving the information from the real world so that the contract can be fulfilled. So for example, if we put a bet on who was winning the presidency, the actual blockchain and the smart contract will not know who actually won until the oracle goes and retrieves that information from the real world and brings it back to the smart contract. And that's where WinkLink comes in. That's Tron's version of this oracle system. So there's a high potential value because right now we're in a smart contract race. So whoever gets to this first and takes the majority of the market cap is going to do work. Especially considering that ADA Cardano is going to be taking so much of this market cap. There's a bunch of little big guys trying to fight and get their spot while they can. So you can see WinkLink, the best oracle in the Tron ecosystem. So you're basically taking the information from the real world. WinkLink is going to be in the middle taking that information and giving it to the Tron and WIN network, because this information for security reasons does not get transferred from real world into the blockchain system. So you need something in the middle that is secure in order to retrieve this information and bring it back into the safe network. What does Wink do? You can use Wink to feed trusted price data to DeFi platforms. You can use it to off-chain data for more use cases, and you can accelerate the Tron ecosystem building. So you can see WIN is a TRC20 token issued on the Tron network, which is used in multiple scenarios. You win it through nodes, so you can get WIN tokens as rewards for providing data. It's a payment system, so developers request trusted data by paying WIN to the WinkLink nodes, and WIN holders can get involved in community governance and decide its future, meaning that when you buy more, you are in the public system. And you can see here, you can build a node on WinkLink so that you can start getting money if any of your nodes are used by developers. We're just going to go over this single page of the white paper. If you want to dive into it a little more, you definitely can, but I want to be focusing on the technical analysis and price predictions. So smart contract is one of the most important parts of modern blockchains. Smart contracts are deployed on blockchains, triggered automatically, and cannot be modified after deployed. These characteristics make smart contracts the best solution for traditional digital contracts. However, smart contracts cannot communicate with data outside the blockchains. Based on this problem, we propose a solution to this. The solution is called an oracle. An oracle connects the off-chain world and smart contracts. Differs from most existing oracles, WinkLink is a decentralized oracle network which provides more secure service than normal. This white paper and on-chain components for smart contracts connecting with the off-chain world and underlying modules of WinkLink nodes. Probable optimizations are also included in this paper, which illustrates the direction for WinkLink and in the future. So you can see I did a decent job of explaining what an oracle is and why smart contracts need oracles in order to be successful. Now let's get into the real fun stuff. So right off the bat, we can see a massive impulse move that went into a deep retracement. It held support at the 50 EMA, and you can see as well the RSI has been holding support at the 50. The STO RSI has made a nice little move, did not get into the overbought area, is slowly turning back. Hopefully we'll see a turn at this 50 STO RSI. And going down to the volume oscillator at the bottom, you can see we've been a little bit in the bearish area. So we're looking to get a price push back up into bullish. Right off the bat, I can see there's two ways to look at this technically. You can look at this as a bull flag, where you see this trend line is finally breaking. So you can see that price has been sitting in here. We had a false breakout. Now we had price break out of this trend line and hopefully find support. It should get some help with this with the 50 EMA. If it can find support outside of this trend line, we're looking for a nice solid impulse move. The other way that you could be looking at this, we'll just bring these lines back, take this one out. And from here, you have a descending triangle. So you can see price broke out and is holding support, though we're looking to see if price can hold over this line and push right back up. So you have a descending triangle or you have a bull flag. Whichever one you're looking at, we're looking pretty bullish based on the movement pattern of what it's currently doing. We did get a push all the way to the 100 EMA, but instantly held support and pushed all the way back up to the 50 EMA. Let's look at Old Faithful real quick, the fib retracement, starting at the major SR flip. And we're going to be pretty generous with this too. I'm going to do it at the top of the body versus the top of the wicks, so that hopefully it shoots higher than our projections. You can see price dropped all the way down to the 78.60, which is normal for a massive impulse move. Now price has started to break up into the 61.80, which is the golden ratio, and work its way up to fulfill retracement before it completes its next impulse move. Based on what this chart is showing, the next impulse move can take us anywhere from 3 cents. Let's add this into the chart real quick. Put a -1. This is how you add the take profit 3 for your fib extensions. So I have my fib retracement and my fib extensions on one chart. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. So you can see price can push all the way essentially to 5 cents. Big push for winking at some of the other charts to look at the SOHs and the RSIs. See, this one is in the oversold area. So we're looking for this to make a nice big old push back up. Going to the weekly. Weekly is going into the oversold as well, which is a great sign. On the 4-hour chart, I can see right off the bat, we want to break over this line. This is going to be our new major SR flip, even based here. So you have support, 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 support breaks. Now you get resistance, 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 resistance. Now we're looking for this to break over and hold support. On a short term though, we could see price take a little baby dip, back down and try to hold a support shot one more time at this point, 0011 area, before it breaks over. But all in all, Wink is looking super bullish at the moment, with a reminder that the short-term impulse move can take us to almost 5 cents if it fulfills a 3-to-1 take profit. And while we're here, we want to take a quick look at the total market cap, because there's some interesting stuff going on. Let's set this up again. So I already have this a little bit mapped out. You can see we had a major SR flip area that held support. This was a major resistance. Once this broke, price impulsed up. This is the retracement that we saw a couple days ago, or last week essentially. Was able to hold support and start pushing its way back up once it broke over this trend line. This is going to make more sense in a second when I throw a fib retracement on it. So we'll strip this down. Take our fib from the SR flip point up to the top of the move. So you can see right now we are currently, based on the previous impulse move, hitting into the 1-to-1 take profit area. I'm thinking this can push all the way up to the 3-to-1 take profit area before we get a nice retracement. But I'm definitely going to be watching this closely. You can see this is in the overbought area. So you want to keep that in mind, even though volume is setting higher and higher. So while this is looking very bullish, we just want to stay wary and understand that this market can dip and go to a retracement at any time. And this retracement will be pretty big, say like 20-25% across the market. Right now we're hitting this 1-to-1, and you can see on here at the RSI, we're trying to break the 70 resistance, which is a major resistance. If we can get the break, it'll take us over the 1-to-1 and hopefully get a nice little push into the 2-to-1 area. But all in all, the crypto market is showing us that there is space, which lines up with Wink. As long as this continues to push up, I think Wink has a chance to fulfill the retracement and make its next impulse move before price starts to push back down. Now looking at a long term on Wink, remember we're ranked 155 and we're only at a $400 million market cap. So even a 6 times move for Wink would put us at 24 or 2.4 billion. It'll barely tap the top 50. So that is definitely a very plausible move that can even be done in the next impulse move. So don't be surprised if you see Wink jump 100 spots in the rankings once this thing takes off in its next impulse move. But long term, we have easily a 5 to 15 times move depending on how big and important Tron network pushes Wink Link and how successful the smart contract system is for TRC20. And that about wraps up this video. Thanks so much for watching this episode. If you found anything helpful, please throw a like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated, and we'll see you on the next one.